What's going on, guys? Billy here, and today we're going to try to figure out why the DJI Mavic Pro, the original one, still costs $999, pretty much keeping its original price after being out for over 2.5 years, and also after being updated or refreshed with the new Mavic 2 series. I guess that you can kind of look at this video as a long-term review of the Mavic Pro after having owned it for like 2.5 years ever since it was first released, although as of recent, the Mavic 2 Pro and the Inspire 2 have been consuming most of my flight time, whereas the Mavic Pro has pretty much just been sitting here, kind of sitting on the sidelines as a backup, just in case if anything happens to those two drones I fly all the time. So rather than looking at this as like a 2.5 year review, instead, we're revisiting a drone, the Mavic Pro, that I would say pretty much changed everything. Now, I should probably take a quick step back. The original DJI Mavic Pro is actually not priced at $999 on their website. Instead, that role has been assumed by the newer Mavic Pro Platinum, which was a slight refresh over that original Mavic Pro. They're pretty much the same body style, so again, I'm kind of just going on a limb and saying that the Mavic Pro is worth $999, but you can get that original Mavic Pro on DJI's website refurbished for $799, and if you don't mind getting a refurbished model, you can get the Mavic Pro for pretty much the same price as the Mavic Air, which I actually find pretty crazy. I would actually assume that DJI has stopped producing the original Mavic Pro and they just have a stockpile of new Mavic Pro Platinum sitting around, but nonetheless, the Mavic Pro is $799 while the Mavic Pro Platinum is $999. So I believe that this drone is still priced the way that it is for a couple of reasons. The first one being the lineup that DJI's made from the Spark all the way up to the Inspire 2, and the second reason is because this drone is still a really good drone, especially for the price. There's not many other companies that can offer what DJI is in that original Mavic Pro for the price, and we'll get into that in a couple of minutes, but I don't think I would have upgraded to the Mavic 2 Pro if I originally had the Mavic Pro if I, one, wasn't making money with my drone and always needed to have the best equipment that DJI offered or that was on the market, and also if I didn't do YouTube. I just don't think I would have upgraded because the Mavic Pro is still such a good drone. So I know that there are a ton of people waiting on this next drone from DJI, whether it be another Spark, another Mavic Air, or that Phantom 5 that literally everybody loves to talk about, but here's the thing. DJI's lineup currently offers literally any drone that you could ever need at any price point. So if you're looking for an upgrade to the Spark, well, just get a Mavic Air. And if you want a new Mavic Air or you want something better than that, then look at the original Mavic Pro, which this video is focusing on, or even a newer Mavic 2, the Mavic 2 Zoom or the Mavic 2 Pro. You see, DJI has perfectly filled these slots over the years as they've come out with these different models of drones. So up at the front, we have the Spark for beginners at $400, and then the upgrade from that is the Mavic Air for more intermediate flyers at $800, and then the upgrade from there would be the Mavic Pro Platinum at $999, and then the step up from there is the Mavic 2 Zoom, which is a better drone than the Mavic Pro Platinum at $1,249, and then stepping up from there is the Mavic 2 Pro at $1,499, and then we start to get into professional level at like the Inspire. But again, they have all these tiers and all these different steps so that anybody who's at any stage in flying drones has something that they can go to DJI for and they can purchase, whether again they're an intermediate flyer or a beginner flyer all the way up to someone that's professional. They can always be in that DJI ecosystem and always upgrade if they have to. Now, I'm not saying that these drones are locked into certain classes. I mean, I still fly the Spark sometimes, I still fly the Mavic Air sometimes, and I consider myself to be somewhat of a professional. But even though I have these higher end drones like the Inspire 2, I fly the Mavic Air. So don't think that I'm trying to like put anybody down that's flying the Spark. But again, DJI has a drone for everybody, and they've really done a good job at building up their lineup over the past couple of years. Another reason as to why I think DJI hasn't budged on the price for these drones based off of the original Mavic Pro design is because both drones that make up the Mavic 2 series are respectively better and are priced higher. Instead of replacing the original Mavic Pro, they kept it in their lineup and priced the new units with the better tech at a higher price. So the Mavic Pro was sort of like your entry-level drone at $1,000, and if you wanted a drone with better range, longer flight time, and a camera that could optically zoom, the Mavic 2 Zoom, which essentially had the same specs as that original Mavic Pro in terms of camera, you would need to shell out an extra $249, and then you could continue to step up from there with the Mavic 2 Pro and of course the Inspire 2. The main thing that I'm trying to drive home here is that the lineup DJI's created is unmatched, and the Mavic Pro fits in there perfectly, right? I mean, we have Autel coming out their Evo that came out, what, 9-10 months after that original Mavic Pro dropped, and they were very comparable. They had the same specs in terms of range, flight time, and the camera. I mean, they were very close to each other, but Then DJI dropped the hammer with the Mavic 2 Pro, and that drone is unmatched, it's unrivaled, and I think it's going to be unmatched for some time to come, so there's really no pressure on DJI to drop a Mavic 3 because these companies are still trying to play catch up and compete with their drones they made 2.5 years ago, because there's not a lot that can deliver what that original Mavic Pro does at this point in time after being on the market for 2.5 years. So right now, that Mavic Pro fits perfectly in the lineup of DJI drones as it offers more than the Mavic Air. The Mavic Air is $799 and the Mavic Pro Platinum is $999, or you can get the refurb for $799, the original Mavic Pro. I think that's a pretty good deal. And then the step up from there is the Mavic 2 Zoom, priced at $1249. So the lineup that DJI's made is just unmatched, and I don't know why they'd have to come out with like a Spark 2 if you have the Mavic Air. I'm just rambling at this point. Now, switching gears a little bit here, I do have to say that the camera is mediocre at best, but man, with a 40 mile per hour top speed, a range of 4.3 miles with little breakup over OcuSync 1.0, a 27-minute flight time, later upgraded to 30 minutes with the Mavic Pro Platinum, and a build quality that simply isn't matched from a drone in its class, I can see why DJI wouldn't budge on the price. You know, there are also so many other great things about this drone, like the remote controller with the built-in screen, the quiet sound for inconspicuous flight, the intelligent flight modes, and above all, the portability. I seriously could sit here and list too many incredible things about this drone, but I almost feel like I'm beating a dead horse. Now, I really hate to harp on the video quality, but it's definitely this drone's weakest link. The past 2 shoots I remember using this drone on gave me footage that looked alright, like it's definitely passable, but I remember just wishing I had my Phantom 4 Pro with me instead as I sat there and watched that footage back. This is definitely the reason that I was most inclined to upgrade to the Mavic 2 Pro. I mean, even the Mavic Air has a better camera than the original Mavic Pros, as it had a higher bitrate when shooting 4K 30 frames per second, so I used that a little bit before the Mavic 2 Pro dropped, kind of to hold me over. I almost feel like making a video like this is not necessary because I'm saying a lot of the things I said 2 years ago when this drone first came out, but you've got to realize that if the Mavic 2 was not a thing, if they hadn't updated this drone yet, the Mavic Pro would still probably be a go-to drone for almost everybody because it is still best in class. I mean, DJI had to cannibalize their own product essentially with the Mavic 2 Pro, and they did. They hit it out of the park. But if you're somebody that's looking to pick up a drone, start flying, I'd recommend the Mavic Pro because it's great. I actually took it outside and flew it for probably 2 hours just because I was trying to get in the mood to make this video, and I was blown away because it still offers such a great package in a 2-year-old drone. Now, if you guys still own the Mavic Pro, the original one, or the Mavic Pro Platinum, I'd love to hear what you have to say about your drone, or maybe why you never upgraded to something newer. Again, I don't think you had to because it's such a great drone, but let me know down in the comment section what you guys have to say about the original Mavic Pro, whether you used to own it or whether you currently still own it and fly it every day. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.